Hello, my name is Francis Fox, and I'm a trained remote viewer. Um, I'm also trained in all the other psychic skills. Traditionally, we're not supposed to be here today because it's Saturday, but it would appear that war started a couple of hours ago in the Mideast. We've been waiting for it, and that brings me to the important subject, which is how we create our reality. We can create any reality that we want, but we tend to gravitate towards and recycle images and thoughts that are negative. And then that's our food and the elements we use for creation. So if you want to help for there to be peace, you need to check the news and then stop. You don't need to check it in 10 different places or even 10 times in one place. I'm going to review now because I think it's a thing that's going to be the most helpful for all of us, in addition to doing the mantra together to relax the level of stress that we're all feeling. And I'm going to show you what we sketched yesterday after our chat in Spanish. We were on with you at 7, and then at 8:30 we were on with the Mantrista group. And this was the last sketch. So what is it you are seeing here? You're seeing the person in a bubble. What does that mean? I was told about 10 years ago that on planet Earth, we were no longer going to have a collective reality, that we were going to be able to create our own reality in spite of what was going around us. Very appropriate to remember that today. Now, if there's a war, you don't have to go through the war, but your mind has got to be very strong and focused. I can pretty much guarantee you that Elon Musk is not falling over the edge of the world having to do with whether there's a war or not. I can pretty much guarantee you, because I see his focus, that he's figuring it out and continuing forward with the plans. And that's basically the way you need to be. You can't put your head in the sand. You have to be aware, but aware is not the same thing as becoming obsessed. And you can't let go of your intentions. You need to energize them and vitalize them in spite of the chaos around you, which is why we started 6 months ago with the mantra, please God help us with our intention to be miraculously prosperous in spite of the chaos. And you can put the word war here. Okay, so we now have, or many of us now have, a bubble around us. That's the devil. It's outside the bubble. So we're going to get protection or having protection from the energy of the devil, which in terms of everybody that talks about the apocalypse and end times, talks about there becoming an issue with zombies, which is the devil invading the physical body and taking over the physical body of people. But this bubble does not allow them in. This is not the first time I've seen this week. On the bottom, you see this red? Those are beings from the underworld that are coming up to help stabilize us. The fact that this green is underneath the bubble means we're disconnecting from physical reality. And that's been happening for a couple of weeks already. We are in the ascension process. Did I ever believe that was going to happen? No, come on. No. I document what I see. And then I figure out if I'm going to believe what I just documented, which I know is accurate, because I've only been watching myself do this for 50 or 60 years. And I'm a stern taskmaster. If I make a mistake or if I do something wrong, I have to figure out, how did that happen? This needs to be right. So this is right. We are getting some help from the underworld. We're separating from the planet physical, which is the physical dimension. These lines, I'm not exactly sure what it is, but I think it's frequency that's lifting us up. Green is the color of the heart chakra. These are spaceships. Not a coincidence that they are only on the left side of this person. The left side has a huge portal. It's how we came into the planet to the physical dimension. And it's a portal for bad galactic beings that end up causing bipolar addictions, sexual perversions. All of that comes in through the left. But we have these spaceships that in the beginning of the chat were outside. By the end of the chat, they were inside our reality. And in the beginning of the chat, I did not see the devil, and there it is outside of our reality, which is not a collective reality. Because for the first time in human history, we do not have a collective reality. Each one of us is going to be creating our own reality. But some of us, it's kind of okay. We are in a very predicted place, but very weird. Here, this is where about 20 minutes prior, the spaceships were outside of the reality of this person. And then by the end of the chat, they were inside. Now, those spaceships are on the left, which is where we connect with the galactic. That is known in Hinduism. We have a chakra entry portals here that we don't have in the lower part of the body that connect to the galactic. But the devil also enters through there. So many times people compensate me for closing this portal that they have here. And it makes a tremendous difference in the mental well-being of the person. And I'm not going to go into that. So what are we doing here right now? Well, I think I'm going to do a sketch of all of us, a collective sketch, and we're going to see what it is that it's saying. I did the horoscopes in Spanish about an hour ago, okay? But what came out a lot in almost every astrological sign was because of the war that's apparently started a couple of hours ago, and now they said that maybe they did it. Who knows? The information and the depression was coming from the third eye. And I want to show you, to remind you, because it's important, what Jesus Christ tried to tell us. And I'm not Christian and I'm not Catholic. The third eye is really important. And right now, it is the place where almost all of us are getting very depressed. I did not expect that. So let's go ahead and sketch us collectively and see if there's, and practically everybody was depressed. Makes sense. So here we go. Yep, third eye depression. And then the energy of, I don't want to be here. In other words, we do not want to be here for this black hole that we feel like we're falling into. But they're not that long. Remember, sometimes I sketch it and it reaches the ground. So why don't we go ahead and do the fear and depression purification mantra, and then we'll sketch again and see what's underneath there. But I can already see it. Just like when I did the horoscopes an hour ago, underneath that, our third eye is blue, which is the color of that energy center. And I don't usually see that. I've been seeing it lately, but I don't usually see it. And you would think we wouldn't be able to see it now, but we are. I have no idea why. So give me a second while today the platform is working. Thank God. So let me go ahead and get the mantra. Here we go. We were going to do two things, and now, okay. We're going to do this mantra right now, and we're going to do it for 10 minutes. Believe me, you need it, and so do I. I mean, you are me, and I am you. We are in this boat together, even though that is not accurate. We are not in it together. We can create a separate reality from everybody else. But hopefully everybody who is here and that will be seeing it is part of that collective reality of not being caught up with these awful things that are happening. Let me not talk too much. So here is the mantra. It's repeated in silence. This is a vacuum cleaner mantra. It is an affirmation of the fact that you are depressed. And there's a part of you that does want to die, because none of us want war. Because this one is going to be much worse than all the rest, because of the capacity of the technology to take us all down in 2 minutes. So you can breathe the words into your heart, heart center. You don't move the mouth with the words. You expel the breath through your mouth. And let's do 10 minutes. And before you start, and I apologize, I always do this, where are you at from 1 to 10? 1, you want to slit your wrist. That's it. You don't want to. You don't want to be here. 10, you feel great. Where are you at? And then let's do the goal dress. Let's be systematic, comparing. There you go. Where is it at in terms of color? And then we're going to show it to you afterwards, and you'll be able to see if you see it brighter and more white, etc. Okay. Right now. Need fire. Okay. This is how we started. Everybody depressed, but third eye activated. Then, as you did the depression mantra, you released rage, a lot of rage. And the third eye is even bigger. So I took the liberty of asking the dolphins, why is the third eye getting activated? And this is what they said. I said, why is it stimulated? This is what they said. The third eye has the ability to save you from danger and is activated by extreme danger. The earth is in extreme danger, and the third eye activated was great spelling was activated 3 days ago. With this additional information, it will help to keep you grounded. It wasn't that my spelling and punctuation is off. It's just that where I wrote it, I wrote the sentence and then went to the next line. That's why you don't have it. So I was asking why the third eye, because it's been like a week or two to where it's activated. And then, of course, when I finished writing it, I did the same thing I always do. I said, that's bullshit. They're wrong this time. I can't actually say this to people. I always do that. I don't trust. But you know what? It makes sense because I told you that the people that in history have been the best psychics have had one of two experiences: an electrical accident, or they have been abused. When I don't know why their psychic abilities augment with electrical accident, but when you are abused, you go into the deepest recesses of your mind because you can't defend yourself on the physical dimension. And you expand your ability to know where danger is because it's a way of taking care of yourself. This makes sense. So I'm going to read it again, but I'm going to read it with a proper punctuation, which is, I asked, why is the human third eye stimulated at this time? The third eye has the ability to save you from danger and is activated by extreme danger. That means that we're in extreme danger. I think we know that. The earth is in extreme danger, and the third eye was activated 3 days ago, which would have been the 10th. And go with this additional information that the third eye gives you, as it will help to keep you grounded. Okay, so we have lifted the depression. We've thrown off a lot of our rage. So let's go ahead and go with the mantra of miraculous peace and miraculous prosperity in the midst of chaos. I'm not going to use the word war because what I'm seeing right now on X is that they said, okay, we already did it. We already finished with the attack to pay, as payback for what they did to our embassy. Aren't they? What I see as a remote viewer, and then I need to be quiet, they're arguing. Whoever it is that initiated this are arguing amongst themselves. So I think okay, we already did it. We already got back at Israel. I think it has to do with the fact that there may be some people there in the country that did the attack an hour ago, 2 hours ago, that is not in agreement. So I think that is also not good, because when you go to negotiate, you have to have some kind of consensus, and there is not one. Okay, so let us go ahead and do this mantra, which is repeated in silence. Take it to your heart center. Breathe out through your mouth. Relax. Sit with your 2 feet on the ground. Do the Apana Mudra. Because I would like to sketch you all, the collective sketch, I want to sketch you like this, in the bubble. Now, in Atlantis, when Atlantis was going under, the people that were saved went up into a bubble. I'm not sure that they were in a bubble when they were in the process of ascending. They weren't ascending because of, well, they were going up. I'm not sure they were in the bubble as that was happening, but the bubble was definitely there, which when I would see it, I was, is that a spaceship, a bubble? Why would they be in a bubble? That doesn't make any sense. This was years ago when we did the regressions and people talked about what happened at the end in Atlantis. I want to see us in the bubble. We're not in the bubble. Let's get ourselves in the bubble with this mantra. And let's change the music to the trilling music. By the way, if there are those of you that think I talk too much, you need to let me know. I can talk less. But I feel that you want all this information, but you may not. You may just simply want the mantras. But you need to let me know. So here we go. And we are going to do 15 minutes of this. And if you have any interesting comments, first let's put the dress on a second to see if it got any more gold. Did it? And where are you at from 1 to 10? And let's go ahead and do 15 minutes of the We're not doing the 15 minutes because what I have to say is so important and I'm afraid I'm going to lose it. I have a very tenuous hold on this information in my mind. Our energy centers, most of them are associated with elements: fire, air, water, earth. The God particle is a unit of chi, which is composed of those four elements. Those four elements are associated with the parts of us that are associated with the physical dimension of planet Earth. I think that what was done with the CERN, that big machine that's supposed to break apart the God particle, I think something was done, and those four elements are now in disorder. You cannot have order on planet Earth unless the Higgs field, which is composed of the God particle, is in order. And we put the God particle in disorder. Those four elements are no longer the same thing. That means that our energy field from here up, which are not associated, if I'm remembering correctly, with any of the elements of earth, water, fire, and air, need to become more operational, are going to become more important. And there we go with the activation of this energy center, because the lower ones are not the way they need to be. We're talking about total disorder and chaos in the other dimensions. How long will it take for it to play out? I have no idea, but it's already playing out in that, what do they call it when you have a part of you that's not working and then another part of you kind of takes over? That's what's going on here. We've not been here before. Nobody has, and I feel like using a bad word, but I'm not going to, somebody has messed around with the foundation of the creation of reality, which is a right and an ability that we have on planet Earth. But for that, we need the God particle. And we don't have the God particle the way it's supposed to be any longer. I'm not sure if we're talking about the 4 to 6 weeks that has been established between when part of us becomes broken, such as when I predicted the earthquake after 9/11, and I predicted another one earlier this month, but it wasn't 4 to 6 weeks. That one took only several days. I don't know what's going to happen, but it cannot be good. It's got to be total chaos on what's associated with the physical dimension, which is why this is so important. Now, here we are. What triggered in you with the mantras? Rage, having to do with the root chakra, which has to do with paying your bills, where you live, the police not showing up, there not being a war that takes away everything that you ever, whatever. And it's a square, which means we're not expressing that rage. So what happens with all your plans? With this is going on? Rage. And then the devil is able to come in closer, which it's not able to if you are in this individualized bubble for creation of reality. The third eye is even more active, and we have the good spaceships there on the left side, which is how they would be able to help. But you don't have the protection of that bubble. So this is discombobulating. So I'd like to point out that I'm going to try to get a lipstick that doesn't do what my lipstick does, where there's more here and there's less here. And my eyeliner, look, it's thicker here than it is here. Why am I saying this? Because I don't really want to be doing this. Because this is not good. What it is that's going on. So let's focus on mundane crap, such as the fact that I don't know how to do the makeup for my face if I'm going to be so much on camera. It's not that important to me. but I can make it important and I can make this less important. It'd probably be easier. So I have a panic attack coming up. Okay, we have to continue doing a mantra because I would like not to end this particular get together without us all having this collective bubble, which means that these spaceships will be inside our reality. And those are the good spaceships. If they were bad, I would have drawn them black. So let's go ahead. Give me a second, and I'm not going to fix my eyeliner. Give me a second to figure out the mantra, which could be, even though I hate being here, I love and accept myself, which is being very real. We're all very frightened. We're going to do the fear one. That's the thing that weakens our energy field the most. So we are going to do, even though I'm afraid and want to die, and we're going to get that, but we're going to be inside that bubble. We're going to create that bubble. We don't get in it. It gets created around us. Okay? So even though I am afraid and want to die, I love and accept myself. Okay, and this is a purification mantra that's like a vacuum cleaner. And we're going to go back to the music that supports the part of you that's called the garbage can of emotions. Okay, so here we go. And we're going to do 10 minutes. But I will be sketching throughout, and I will be showing you. And a little bit after we create that bubble, then we can go ahead and chat again. Oh my God. We started like this, and we have ended like this. Now, why is third eye energy in the hand? You'll find a lot of sketches on metaphysics with an eye on the hand. And I personally had an experience where I met an ET when I was young. And he explained to me that we could see out of all parts of our body, particularly the hand. You can see out of your hand. This is transmissions to us from these spaceships. And I don't remember, but why did the Catholic Church excommunicate Galileo? Was he saying that the earth was round? If somebody could tell me, that would be really important right now, because apparently that debate is part of the issues. What was he saying, and why did we know that the Catholic Church wanted to control all information, which is the rest of it? While somebody tells me why they excommunicated Galileo, there's going to be some problems with this expansion of the third eye, which in this last sketch ends up being one eye. Science discovered 20, 30 years ago that all humans have eye cells in the center of their forehead. That's the third eye. So Galileo, somebody looking it up to give me the information. There's something about these spaceships, the development of our third eye. So let me give you a little history while somebody maybe puts that up. Maybe nobody will. Human beings' third eye superpowers are, there we go, third eye. We were scheduled to have access to our superpowers in the 60s. But because of the fact that we threw an A-bomb in Japan, they had already given up. We didn't need to do that. We were experimenting. The fact that we exploded a nuclear bomb in the 40s, whoever it is that has power or decision-making over the planet said the humans are not ready for it yet. So no, they're not getting their superpowers in the 60s. So this has not really been available to us until the last several months. So if this, I'm tying it all together now, right here on camera with you. If this is looking like that, and that's where our superpowers are, then we really are going to have access to our superpowers. And these spaceships are helping. Now, Joshua Quintana says that Galileo said that the Earth was orbiting the sun, and I don't know, what did the Catholic Church contend? That concept is crucial to what's going on now. Why it's crucial, I have no idea. I don't have time to figure it out. I'm too discombobulated to figure it out now. But that concept, and exactly what they did to Galileo, they're going to try to do to us. And it has to do with information that is not corresponding to the accepted information today, except that in this case, the new information gives us tremendous power, and the people that control us do not want us to have that power. I don't think that that was the case in Galileo. I don't really know what the thought process was of the Catholic Church. So I am finished. And I'm not promising to get better quality makeup or to spend more time putting it on. But maybe I will, because it really bothers me. So we may or may not be in a war because of there's arguing in Iran. I saw it. It's very easy to see. And I think that's part of the issue. Everybody's going to be able to see everything. So people are going to say something and everybody's going to say, you don't even feel that way. You don't have those missiles. You're not going to go to war. You know that. You're just hoping that we will back. Everybody's going to be able to see it, and it makes everything very different. And people get really irritated when you can see their stuff and when you can see that they're lying. Thank you. John is saying, I look wonderful. Yeah. Okay. We're continuing this with a little break in Spanish. We spend more time, and I don't do quite as many sketches. We are into interesting times. I did not expect this thing with the third eye. Okay. But we now have that bubble. So let me tell you about the bubble. The bubble looks like this. I never thought that I would find something that would show, I would be able to show you, and this is exactly what it looks like. That's what it looks like. When I went to the Miami Circle, I think, was it yesterday or the day before? I have no idea. I saw several people in a bubble. I saw myself in a bubble, and my little dog, it was in a separate little bubble. And then I saw women sitting at a table playing canasta in a bubble, the whole group. So we are not going to be alone in our little bubbles, but we will be protected from other things. But this whole thing with the ETs and them helping and the third eye and superpowers and Galileo, obviously really, really interesting. I'm exhausted. Thank you for joining us, and share if you think that people might find this interesting. And the expression that applies to me a lot is the crazy lady is not so crazy. But usually that information comes later. Wouldn't it be nice if it could come now? Thank you for joining us. Bye.